Hello, and how are you? My name is Winnie Barawa, and in this class, I'm going to focus on entrepreneurship. This is part of a concept of entrepreneurship. However, it's not or does not exactly mean entrepreneurship, and so you should not use it interchangeably in the word of entrepreneurship. They're different words. And again, if you're new here, this is a channel that focuses on healthcare in terms of lectures, lessons, and also expert interviews that tackle different areas pertaining to healthcare. If that sounds like an area that you may be of interest, please don't forget to give a subscription or to comment on our work. So in this current series, we are giving a focus on healthcare entrepreneurship, and we're going to do different concepts, processes in terms of businesses or blending in business innovation in the purpose of solving healthcare needs or healthcare gaps. So let's focus today on the entrepreneurship bit. So entrepreneurship is an act of behaving like an entrepreneur while you're working in an organization or while you are working in a given setup. So this is a character or an action where someone behaves like an entrepreneur, but they may not be like entrepreneurs actually. So what I do is, let's say they're not really into generating profit or they're not into really running a business, but they're running an organization with the characteristics of an entrepreneur. So these people or the Entrepreneurship Act involves taking of risks, it involves being proactive, involves. So moving forward, what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur that actually guide them to look like entrepreneurs? So remember, the entrepreneur is not really generating profit, but they are running an organization with the spirit of an entrepreneur. So the entrepreneur is normally proactive and creative. So they're very proactive, they're very innovative, always seeking new opportunities that can lead to growth and improvement of the organization. They have collaborative skills and they're very adaptable. So what they do is they seem to thrive a lot in a teamwork or in a collaborative environment, and they're very good at adapting to changing situations or challenges. So because of this, they seem to have a very good high risk taking abilities and they have good leadership skills. So they're not afraid to take risks. They're also capable of leading teams with high confidence and focus in terms of outcomes and products that they're looking for at the end of the day. So have very good characteristics that can actually confuse them to be entrepreneurs. But in real sense, they're not really entrepreneurs. They're just good members who are working an organization behaving like entrepreneurs. So I hope that sets the difference. So next, why is it beneficial for an organization to foster entrepreneurial spirit? Okay, you have this entrepreneurship-like spirit, and so with this, it comes with its own benefits. And so part of this benefit includes number one, increasing innovation, because entrepreneurship means you have the spirit of an entrepreneur. And so you're putting this organization on the on the high speed, and you want to promote innovation. So it can lead to constant stream of innovative ideas and solutions that can help in solving different challenges in a given organization. The same entrepreneurship can also promote employee engagement and participation. And this, in a way, what it does is it will boost employee engagement. It's going to boost engagement, participation, and also satisfaction. So as a result, you end up with a very highly motivated workforce. So the other benefit of entrepreneurship is the ability to lead to organizational growth, where we are told that it drives organizational growth and helps companies to stay competitive in the market. And the other bit is risk mitigation. With entrepreneurship skills, then you can have easy ability to identify and mitigate potential risks in a proactive manner, because this is the person who has a keen ear to seeing or hearing potential risks that could be present in the environment. And so they can easily sit down and develop mitigating strategies that can help reduce the risk or that can actually eliminate the potential risk that could be presenting itself. So what are some of these example successful entrepreneurship initiatives? You can look at product innovation, for example, whereby a team of entrepreneurs will actually develop a groundbreaking product that can revolutionize the industry. You can look at collaborative projects that entrepreneurs can collaborate to create impactful projects that can later on benefit the organization. And you can have market expansion approaches, whereby with the entrepreneurial initiative, it can lead to successful expansion of products and markets that can actually venture into new markets and territories. So with the entrepreneurship initiative, it could be based on the different niche that the organizations are working in or the targets and missions of these different organizations. But actually, you could see that the entrepreneur is very innovative, the entrepreneur is very collaborative and embraces teamwork, and the entrepreneur is into coming up with new ideas that can actually mitigate or eliminate risks in the given environment. So going forward, there's a risk, however, when it comes to implementing entrepreneurship. Remember, entrepreneur is someone who is operating in an organization with the skills of an entrepreneur. So because of this, it's not always welcomed that some people may like the approaches of an entrepreneur. And so there are few challenges that one might face, and some of these could include resistance to change, whereby they could be experiencing organizational resistance to the new ideas and approaches. Therefore, this can really demotivate or it can really disadvantage the entrepreneur and can kill their spirit if that was their channel of prospering. And then the other bit is risk aversion. Risk aversion, this is a space whereby the entrepreneurs don't get the support that they are looking for in terms of pushing forward all this innovation or pushing forward all these ideas that they feel may propel or may expand the organization. So many organizations, though by nature, are risk aversive. That is, they make it so challenging for the entrepreneurs to gain support for their initiative to move forward. And the other bit is the aspect of resource constraints. This is in terms of human resource and also funding, which can really constrict or restrict the abilities of these entrepreneurs to execute the different innovative concepts that they could have. Remember, the entrepreneur is a very innovative person, and so they come along with a lot of ideas that they wish to implement. But now, depending on the environment they are in, they may face these different challenges that you've mentioned. That could be a resistance to change, a risk aversion, or a resource constraint. And so the other ways is, now that we've seen their challenges, then how best can we promote an entrepreneurship in our workplaces? Remember, we are saying entrepreneurship is not just about entrepreneurship. So entrepreneur and entrepreneurs are not really the same. One is working in an organization where they're basically giving their services, but they are applying or integrating entrepreneurship skills, but the other one is working in a business setup and they're focusing on products, services with the aim of making profit. So how do we promote entrepreneurship in our workplace, or how do we create an environment that people can be creative, can be innovative, and they can become diverse in generating different ideas? So number one you can do is encourage experimentation. That is creating a culture that encourages experimentation and learning from the failures. Give the workers a chance to experiment their thoughts, experiment their ideas, and put what is in their mind into a concept that can be implemented. And the other bit is providing autonomy. And providing autonomy means you granting these particular employees the ability to explore their ideas and to take ownership for this project. So with this in mind, they give it their all, they become motivated, they become more good in researching their work. And so when they're presenting these concepts that they have in their minds, they're actually bringing out more clear and elaborate approaches from the beginning to the end. They have the returns in mind, they have the outcome, they have the logical framework well put in place, and so you're sure that actually this might work. And the other bit is recognizing and rewarding. This is an approach that comes around as a motivation, and so you can look into the different works and efforts that the employees are putting into this particular working or setup, and you recognize. You can either recognize them with an award, or you can recognize them by giving incentives that can fuel the entrepreneurship behavior and success. And so these are small ways of just strategizing and promoting the entrepreneurship skills in our workplace. And so the last bit is how these entrepreneurship skills can actually lead to innovation and growth. And so it begins slowly, mostly comes as seed ideas. Seed ideas are ideas that have a potential for growth. So the entrepreneur is the one who sows the seeds, the new ideas and the concepts within this organization. And then these ideas can now develop, or we can talk about iterative development. And so the ideas, if they properly get nurtured and developed, they can lead to robust and innovative solutions that can solve healthcare needs, or they can solve the different places that have been affected. And the last bit is market adaptation, whereby through entrepreneurship, companies can adapt to new markets, they can bring in new changes, and so they become more agile and innovative enough that they can sustain their market demand. So entrepreneurship, like I said, it's not really business minded, it's not really entrepreneurship per se, but it's a very good approach into incorporating it into an organization, because it brings this result-based effort. It also promotes this innovation in the businesses, in the organization, sorry, and the employees get to be motivated, they get to be self-driven, and so they become results-oriented and focused. So this is one way of motivating employees. And so that was it for this lesson, guys. Like I said, if you really enjoy these classes and you wish to subscribe with us or to keep being updated on what we post each and every time, click on the notification button or click on the subscribe button, and you're welcome to join us in our next class. Until next time, bye.